Okay, so right now my patient CPO3 is not doing very well. The nurse has just come in, spoken to me. The SATs have dropped down into the 82s, 84s, quite short of breath and quite diaphoretic. So I'm going to give the provider a call and just to review the status of the patient. So I'm calling Dr. Sid. Dr. Sid picks up.
Hi, Kim. What's going on?
Oh, I'm just calling you about CPO3. He just hasn't looked quite well today, and the stats have dropped down. They're 82, 86. He's quite diaphoretic. His refs are running about 32. Listen to his chest, decreased air entry throughout, and I do hear some crackles there.
Okay, I think, thank you for calling me. I think you're right. They are getting unwell. Can you do a stat arterial blood gas for me, and I'll be right down.
Okay, so I'm just going to enter the orders while I have you on the phone, Dr. Sid, just in case something comes up that I need to ask you about. So
Absolutely.
Everybody can see that I'm sharing my screen right here. I clicked on orders and an order window pops up. So I'm going to type in there my arterial blood gases. There it is for me. I'm going to select it. Here, mandatory fields, you can see I have to put in a provider's name as well as I have to put in the communication type. So I'm going to document the provider's name. Hopefully I've spelt it right. I put a few of the letters in. I'm going to hit my search button. And yep, I see my provider right here. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to select OK. My communication type is a verbal with a readback. So I'm going to select that and, a phone with a readback. I'm going to select that and hit OK. So once I've done that, I'm going to get some mandatory fields that come up here. So here I have to put in the collection priority and I'm going to hit stat. Because I want the RT to collect, I'm going to change this to nurse collect. When you do that, both the RT and the nurse are going to get notified about this order. Once I've done my mandatory fields, I'm going to hit sign. I did get a duplicate blood gas order because there was one there from earlier, but I'm just going to hit order anyway so I can proceed. I'm going to look at my orders. I've got Dr. Sid on the phone. I had no alerts identified, and so I'm just going to read back the order. Dr. Sid, you want some arterial blood gases, and you want them done stat. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thanks, Kim. So my name's Nicole, and I am demoing as a respiratory therapist. So right now, I'm in my multi-patient task list. We are seeing what gas orders have been placed for all my patients in the ICU at Belleville General Hospital. We are in the gases tab, and I will select my patient. As we can see that an order was recently received for arterial blood gas to be collected for this patient that's currently admitted to the ICU. So now we want to collect the arterial blood gas from the patient. So I'm going to go up to specimen collection. And usually we will scan the patient's wristband, but in this case, we don't have a scanner. So I'm going to click unable to scan barcode. And first thing we'll do is print out the label through the printer icon. And usually I'll select the one that I want. And usually you'll be able to scan the label on the label printer, which will automatically print the label on the printer on your WOW station. And once you print it out, you take that label, scan it, and it would automatically check off as collected. But in this scenario, we'll bypass this by clicking on the hamburger icon, and we will manually click collect. And then I would want to sign off on it. But in a real life scenario, you really want to be making sure that you're scanning everything. Okay, so now that I've collected the sample, I'm going to document it. So the draw date and time, so April 3rd, and it is 12:32. Collateral circulation is present. The draw type we're going to put as arterial. Axis route, we'll do puncture, drawn by myself, the RT. Arterial sites, brachial artery. And we're just going to scroll down to make sure that all the fields have been completed. The site modifiers, we're going to go right, and total number of attempts, we're just going to click 1. And so once that's all complete, we're going to sign off on it in the top left corner. You are about to sign the results of this form. How would you like to continue? I'm going to sign off on that. And it's going to give you a check mark now. And when you refresh, it should fall off your task list, as you see there. And now it's been collected, and you could run this specimen down to the lab and they'll process it through there.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sid Shrivastava again. I'm one of the physicians. I got a verbal order that I placed when the nurse called me. So I want to show you what it looks like on the physician end when I review in my message center any cosign or verbal orders that I've placed. So you can see my window here. I'm logged in as my internal medicine position. I actually click on the message center up at the toolbar. It will take me into the message center. On the left-hand side, you can see the results, documents, messages, and under orders, when I click on it, you can see that I had placed, there's a cosign for me to do, and it's for a patient CPOE3, and it's actually arterial blood gas, and the status is pending. So when I click on that, it will open up details. When I double click on it, it will open up the details of what the actual order is. It was a phone with readback order by me, and it was the nurse that had called me about it, and it's arterial blood gas. And I recall, yes, I did that earlier today. On the bottom is the action plane. What do I want to do with this order? That's a verbal or a phone back order. I actually want to approve it because I was the one who gave it. So I can just say OK and close. And this way I have cleared any pending cosign orders in my message center.